We were discussing chapter number 5, remainder theorem, and we solved some questions of exercise 5.2 in the previous video where we did question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. Those three were related to the application of the remainder theorem. We will be solving one more question in this video, that is question number 5 of the same exercise, that is 5.2. This is again the same question. The concept used in this question is the same, the remainder theorem, but the language of the question is different. So let's just start off with reading the question. Question number 5, when ax square plus bx minus 6 is divided by x plus 3, remainder is 9. Find in terms of a the remainder when 2x cube minus bx square plus 2ax minus 4 is divided by x minus 2. This is a bit tricky question, and of course it is a lengthy question which will require some working. So that's why I have solved it already and I'm sharing the image with you guys. So it will be easier for me to explain you the question. And the question has two polynomials. We have been given with two polynomials, or you can say that there are two dividends and two divisors as well, and one remainder is given to us. In the first condition, we have a dividend and we have a divisor and a remainder. So we have the three things in the first part of the question. So we will be using these three things and of course the application of the remainder theorem to find the value of b. Why we are finding the value of b? Because in the second part of the question, it is clearly mentioned that find in terms of a. I have to find in terms of a, that means I have to remove this b and I have to find the remainder in the second part. So I have to remove this b. So how can I remove this b? I can remove this b by finding out its value by using these three conditions which are given to me in the first part. So we know that we will be using remainder theorem since this is exercise 5.2 and we have a dividend and a divisor and a remainder. So we'll be using the same strategy, the same technique which we used in the earlier questions. We will first equate our divisor with 0. So I have written b is equals to question mark because in the first part I have to find the value of b, and I will replace this value in the second part to find the remainder in terms of a. So the divisor in the first part is x plus 3. So I will equate it with 0 equals to 0, and the value of x is coming out to be minus 3. So since I have the value of x now, so I will just place it in the given polynomial, that is the dividend, or you can say that the dividend जो आपको बेहतर लगे. And so the dividend in the question is ax square plus bx minus 6. So I will just put x is equals to minus 3 in this. And there will be x square, so minus 3 whole square, a will be as it is, and then a positive sign, then b in bracket minus 3 because the value of x is minus 3, and then minus 6 equals to 9 because 9 is the remainder which I am getting when I am dividing this polynomial with this divisor. So I will equate it with 9 and I will simplify it further. Minus 3 square, minus 3 multiplied by minus 3 will be positive 9, so this will be 9a, and this negative and positive will be multiplied and this will be minus 3b. Minus 6 will be as it is and this is positive 9, so I have shifted this on the other side. It has become minus 9 over here equals to 0. This minus 6 and minus 9 will be minus 15, and I can see that there is something common, so I can simplify it by taking something common. So I can take 3 as common because 3 both these terms are divisible by 3, so I can take 3 as common. After taking 3 as common, the remaining will be 3a minus b minus 5 equals to 0, and I will shift this 3 on the other side. It will be divided by 0 and the whole will be 0. So this is basically my last expression equation, and I will just find the value of b by shifting these two on the other side. So b will be equals to 3a minus 5, and this is the value which I will be using in the second part to find the remainder in terms of a. So I have found out the value of b which is in terms of a, that is 3a minus 5. So I will move on to the next part of the question, that is I have to find in terms of a the remainder when this polynomial is divided by this binomial. So I will just start off with the same strategy. I will put the divisor equals to 0, and now I have to find the remainder in terms of a. So I will just start off with the same trick. I will put the divisor equals to 0, x minus 2 equals to 0. This negative sign, this negative 2 will go on the other side and it will be added with 0, and 0 plus 2 will be 2. So now I will just put this 2 in the divisor equals to x square plus 2x square plus 2x minus 4. And in place of 2 I have written 2x cube, x with the value of x is 2, so 2 cube minus b x square, again x की value 2 है तो मैंने 2 रख दी, then 2ax, in place of x I have written 2, then minus 4. 2 times cube, 2 का cube means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, that is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16, minus this will be 4b. 2 square is 4 and this will be 4b, so this will be minus. Over here is that since I have to find the remainder in terms of a, so I have placed the value of b that I have calculated in part a in the first part of the question, that is the value of b is coming out to be 3a minus 5. So I have written the value of b in place of b as well. This 2 square is 4 and the value of b is 3a minus 5, so I have used a bracket, and then 4 will be multiplied with this 3, it will be minus 12a. This minus 4 will be multiplied with minus 5 and it will be plus 20, plus 4a minus 4. On simplification, the remainder will be this 16, and this 20 will give me 36, and then I will subtract 36 and 4 to get 32, and this is minus 12a and this is positive 4a, so I will get minus 8a, which is my required remainder in terms of a.